What's going on, everybody? This is Tech Relics Tech segment. Today, I wanted to talk about debloating Windows 11 because I know Windows 11 comes with a lot of bloatware. There's a lot of apps that you don't need on here, like Copilot. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of those really easy. Alrighty, so what you're gonna do first is you're gonna go to your favorite browser and you're gonna type in O&O. This is free software. You don't need to install anything. You pretty much just download it and start it up. So basically what you wanna do first is once you click on that first search result, you're gonna wanna click download for free. I already downloaded it, so I'm not gonna do that. It's called O&O ShutUp 10++. That means it's good for Windows 11 and 10. So if you're still rocking 10, you're good to go. And if you're rocking Windows 11, then you're good there too. It's a free anti-spy tool, but it's a little bit more than that. Once you get that downloaded, what you're going to want to do next is open up this icon right here that I've got in the center of my screen. You'll click on it and then you'll click yes that you do agree to give it administrative rights. And then this is kind of what it looks like when you open it up. What you want to do here first is just take a quick glance at everything. You've got what's recommended to turn on, and then you've got what's limited, as in like you could turn it off or toggle this on / disable it, but just know it comes with limitations. The next thing that you're going to want to do is see that this says no. So this one does not recommend that you disable it or turn it on. However, you could if you wanted to. And then it also gives you brief little descriptions as to what disabling this actually does and what's going to be affected by your PC, which is really cool. What I have so far is you've got some privacy things that I've turned off: activity history and clipboard, app privacy, Microsoft Edge new version, Microsoft Edge Legacy, Microsoft Office, synchronization for Windows settings, Windows AI, Cortana, things like Copilot, Copilot Plus recall, user behaviors, Windows Explorer, lock screen, like disabling fun facts, tips, tricks, and more. All of these are recommended to disable. I've pretty much turned off everything that says yes in the past, and I have not had any problems. Sometimes you may run into situations where if you get on a website and you can't log on or you can't get to it, that's just because you've probably turned something off that was recommended yes, but now you're having a hard time getting to that website, probably because that website tracks you. So maybe you shouldn't be on that website anyway. However, it's nice when you click something, what it'll ask you to do from the very beginning is, hey, we noticed that you're trying to disable something. Would you like to create a system restore point? And yes, you should click yes. I'm going to click exit right here just because I'm not actually going to change anything. However, when you're done, it's going to not prompt you anything. For example, let's just go through this real quickly. I'm just going to say no for the sake of the demonstration, but let's say you click yes, system restore point, and you disabled this right here. When you're done, you just have to click the X button. There's no other indication. Think of this as your settings. Once you disable this, that's it. You just got to click the X and you're done. Sometimes it'll say when your Windows software updates itself, there's a tendency that Microsoft is going to try to get you to revert those changes that you just disabled and re-enable them. The next time that your device restarts and is updated, just know that you're going to have to probably go through here and maybe turn some things back on. And that's it. You just exit and you're done. Well, there you have it, everybody. That was the first Tech Relic Tech segment, or TRTS, and I hope to make a lot more. If you like what you saw, boost that algorithm for me. See you later. Peace.